It's time we sit back and take a look at who the real American heroes are. We have too many fantasy heroes in this country. Newer generations are beginning to think that movie stars and athletes are heroes in our country. They are entertainers, folks. They are not heroes. I'm going to go through a list of heroes that I have made out myself. We'll start with firefighters. Firefighters are heroes. They risk their life every day. They never know when they have to be inside a burning building or putting out fires in a forest or dragging someone out of a hot fire, risking their own life to save your life. Firefighters are true heroes. What about our men and women in the United States military? All branches of the military. They're heroes. They've signed up for it. They signed up to protect the United States and our country and to keep freedom so that you can go around and speak freely and say what you want to say and do what you want to do. Yes, I know in this world today people think we're being told what to do. Hey, we can still go in our car anytime we want and go down and get a burger. We can still load up the boat anytime we want and go fishing. Believe me, folks, this country is much better than many of the other countries. If you don't believe it, try living in some of those other countries and you'll want to come back to the good old USA pretty quick because you won't like the rules they have over there. Stop complaining about the United States of America. Like it or leave it. I'm sorry. That's like it or leave it. And our military people are continuing to fight for our freedom. They are real heroes. What about our emergency medical technicians? People that save our life on the street. You're in your home right now watching one of your TV heroes, movie heroes, which is okay. It's okay to have a hero that makes movies. That's fine. But they're movies heroes. They're not real life heroes. And you choke on your popcorn. Well, who's going to come save you? That hero, that emergency medical technician is going to come to your home and save you. Save your life. Get you to the hospital as soon as they can. Get that, what you're choking on out of your throat. Save you from a heart attack killing you. The police on the street that are getting shot at. Things are thrown at them. They're yelled at. And then, when you need help, you call the police. The very people that you're yelling at, spitting at, and shooting at. It's getting way out of hand, folks. These heroes, the police officers on the street, these men and women, they go out every day ready to save a life. Not to go out there and make your life hard. If you're not doing anything wrong, don't worry about it. Why are you worried? But if you're out there causing trouble, doing things you're not supposed to be doing, hey, we have to have law and order in the streets so that all of us can be free to take our families out on the street to a restaurant and not be in fear of some thug coming up and knocking us in the head. That's why the police are there, to just keep law and order and save your life. They will save anybody's life, okay? Correctional officers working behind the razor wire, not seen, not heard of much. No guns, just guts. Correctional officers are standing between the criminals and the citizens. They're keeping the criminals behind the razor wire because they were sentenced to a prison term, and they're keeping them from being out on the street and harming other people. Now, I know there's a huge argument about, well, some are just drug users. Well, drugs kill people, folks. Drugs kill. Hopefully, we can learn how to rehabilitate. Hopefully. It has been very unsuccessful so far. But in the meantime, those correctional officers are sworn to oath to serve and protect and be fair, firm, and consistent. Thank a correctional officer today. What about the nurses in the hospitals? Working every day to save lives, especially now with this COVID affecting so many people. Watching people die right there in the hospital every day. It has to be tough on them. It has to be very tough. But yet they fight and they work and they come to work double shifts and triple shifts. And the nurses do their job to try to save lives. These are also, as correctional officers, behind the front lines, not seen, but every day working hard to save lives. Thank a nurse today. What about our teachers teaching in the schools? Trying to work with things and limitations that are placed on them. Lack of supplies, having to buy supplies out of their own pocket. Asking for donations that are well-deserved to help get supplies for their classroom because the states and the federal government aren't giving the teachers everything they need to be successful. So the teachers have to come to work every day and be thoughtful and resourceful and find ways to become successful, because if the teacher isn't successful, the students won't be successful. And the teachers are working hard to find ways to make their students successful so they can come out of school and one day be a productive citizen in our country. Thank a teacher today. What about our school resource officers? There's one. Every day going to school, thinking it's going to be fine, but knowing in the back of their mind the things that have happened before in other schools and the dangers they may face. Will the school resource officer in this next school year have to face someone with a gun coming in the school to kill people? They have to be trained on how to respond to active shooters, because the school resource officers are there to save the lives of students and teachers, protect those kids, and get them home safely to their families. There's another unsung hero we don't talk about much, do we? School resource officers. Let's step out of the first responder area a little bit. What about our American farmers? How do you think you eat? How do you think you get your food? Oh, you go to the grocery store and buy it. Of course you do. How does it get to the grocery store? An American farmer is out there sweating in this hot summer, triple-digit heat every year, growing food so that our nation can be nourished and have something to put in their belly and go to sleep at night not starving. Thank an American farmer today for what they do, because every time you eat a piece of fruit, a piece of bread, a meats, fish, there's fish farmers, fish harvesters, they're farmers also. They fall into this group. All these things you eat come from hard-working people who harvest the fruit, grow the foods, harvest the foods. You don't just go to the grocery store and get your food because it magically appears. Thank a farmer today. What about our builders? All those men and women out there building, iron workers, electricians, drywallers, painters, plumbers. I can't name everybody. I'm trying to get everybody. These are the backbone of America, building America, keeping it strong. Buy American products, folks. Buy American products and keep our country strong. Don't take for granted that your electricity just comes through a wire by magic. An electrician did that. Don't take for granted that the building you live in was just magically appeared. There was a lot of work put in to all the things to make that building there so you can have air conditioning, lighting, comfort. Okay? Thank all these people that are working to build America. Okay? Please think about this video and stop for a minute. And please think in your mind, how do you get all the luxuries we have in the United States of America? How do you get all the comforts we have? Be thankful, not hateful, about living in America. Thank you very much. This is Gary York, True Prison Stories. Please subscribe.